Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to do the single crochet stitch. I do have another video that shows the slip knot and chain, which is what I'm holding up right now. So I'll link that in the description below. So to start your single crochet, you're going to want to insert your hook into not this first V here that your yarn is coming out of, but the very next one. So you're going to insert your hook, and you're going to, with your point of your hook to the right, you're going to go underneath and turn your hook to the left. So that's called yarning over. So you're going to want to, I'll show that one more time. So we insert our hook, go underneath from left to right, and twist your hook to the left. That's called yarning over. And we're going to pull through once. So right now we have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to want to put your hook on the left side of your yarn with the point to the right, lower it underneath and to the right, so we're going to yarn over again, turn your hook to the left, and pull through. So that's your first single crochet. Now we're going to want to insert our hook into this very next chain, yarn over and pull through once, yarn over and pull that through both of your loops. So now if you look here, this V is your first stitch, this one is your second. We've created 2 single crochet stitches. So we're going to work our way all the way across. So you insert your hook through the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Insert our hook through the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. I'm going to go all the way across. So once you start crocheting, there are lots of patterns you could do with just this stitch. So once you know how to chain and make rows, there'll be lots of things that you could make. So this right here is your slip knot. This V before will be your last stitch of this row. So we're going to insert, pull through, yarn over and pull through again. Tighten that up a little. So this is your first row of single crochet stitches. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I did in the beginning is I chained 9, and then since you skipped that first one where your hook was, when you went across, you end up with 8 stitches. So now every row that you do after this, you want to make sure that you're doing 8 stitches. So after you pull through, I'm going to show you the last stitch one more time and work from there. So you go through the last stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now what I'm going to want to do to start on my next row is I'm going to chain 1, so you're just yarning over and pulling through, and then you want to turn your work. So this is how we're going to work in rows. So now we're going to work through these V's here. So we turned 1, or we chained 1 and turned, and now this very first V is where you want your first stitch to be. Okay, so these are your turning chains right here, and after them, right here, is your V that you're going to work through. So we're going to insert our hook underneath the front and back of that V, yarn over, and pull through. So now we have our 2 chains, or 2 loops again. We're going to yarn over and pull through. So now we have our next V. We're going to insert our hook through there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And we're going to do this all the way across. So we're going to insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. We're going to want to go all the way to the end. The ends are where sometimes it could get a little bit tricky, where you can accidentally add a stitch or miss a stitch, which will cause your project you're working on to get larger and kind of go on a diagonal, or get smaller, or zigzag a little up the sides. So I'm going to show you here your last stitch. Okay, so this at the end here is your turning chain. You don't want to work through that as your last stitch in this row for your single crochets. This right here will give you your 8th stitch, which is what we're looking for. So you want to insert your hook underneath both these, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So now we have 2 rows of single crochet. So every single time you do a row, it's going to be the same thing now. You chain 1 and you turn your work. You're going to go through the very first V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Do that all the way across. This is our 6th stitch. 7 and 8. Okay, so we have all 8 of our stitches. Chain 1, turn, and after this row I'll show you how you could go back and count your rows. Also, in the description of this video, I'll go ahead and link all of my single crochet projects, and that way once you've done a little swatch and you feel comfortable with your stitch, you can go ahead and start one of those projects. And they're pretty easy and basic. They're great for beginners. So let me show you so far how many rows we've done. So this is our chain right here. So that doesn't count as a row, but if you kind of pull it apart, you could see we have done 1 row here, our 2nd row, our 3rd row, and our 4th row is right here on the end. This is our 4th row. So when you're doing your project, if you need to go back and you lose track of how many rows you do, that's how you can count them. Well, thank you for watching. If you would like to see any more crochet tutorials, tips, or tricks, please subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Thank you!